Hi everybody, I am going to teach you your math lesson for this week. This is new for all of us obviously, so please give me feedback, which means email me or call me and let me know, is this working for you, is it not working for you? Let me know what we can do different to make this better and so you can learn as much as you can. So this is our math unit for the week. Actually, the next 2 weeks we'll be learning about this. This is about coin identification and coin counting, so that you guys know all about coins. It is so important for you guys to know how to identify coins and how much each coin is worth, and also how to count those coins because we use money every day. And it's important for you to know this so you know how to pay with enough money for something, or to figure out if you have enough money, but let's say you wanted candy bar that was 95 cents. Well, you need to make sure you have 95 cents. You know how to count the coins correctly. You also need to know how to count coins correctly because you'll be getting change from people, and it's important that you know that you're getting the correct change back. Other people make mistakes, and so you need to be able to double check to make sure you're getting back what you should be getting. So this next 2 weeks, we're just going to be talking about coin identification. Then we're going to work our way up to bills and counting with coins and bills together. So if you could look around your house and see if you have one of the most 4 popular coins, which are a penny. Right here, the penny is the only one that's like a bronze color. A nickel. And a nickel is a silver color, and it is the only one with smooth edges, so that'll help you know, and it's the medium size. A dime is the small guy, and he has rough edges, and he is worth 10 cents. I don't think I said the penny is worth 1, and the nickel's 5. The dime is 10. Then we have a quarter. He's the biggest guy. He does have rough edges. He is worth 25 cents. So this week for your lessons, sorry, let's scoot back so you can see me. On Monday, you're just going to watch this video, and I want you to go over this front page, and I also want you to collect the coins. That's all you're going to do today for this. And I do also want you to work on either IXL or one of the money web pages. I'm going to link on the assignment page. That's all you have to do for Monday. So this is what the first page looks like. And it is just showing you what the front and the back of each coin looks like. That way you'll be able to identify what each coin is the way you see it. You don't have to flip it over. You'll know what each side means. Like I said earlier, a penny is worth 1 cent. He's the bronze guy, and he's worth 1 cent, the least amount of money. Then we have the nickel that is worth 5 cents. The dime, he's the smallest one with the rough edges. He's worth 10. And then the quarter is the biggest one. It also has rough edges, and it's worth 25 cents. So spend time on Monday, today, that you're watching this video, memorizing the coins, and then just becoming familiar with the coins in your hands, feeling them, seeing what they look like. On Tuesday, what I want you guys to do is, there's this packet, the pages, there's a lot of pages, but they don't take very long for you to finish. So each day, besides Monday, so on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I want you to do 4 pages each day, in addition to working on IXL or a money page. And for these pages, for this packet, you can either, if you have the ability, you can print it off, or if you're just seeing this on your tablet, instead of, it says circle the front and back, just point to them. Either way, it doesn't matter if you can print it out, circle, or if it's just on your tablet, just point to them. It's just what I want you to do, and the goal of this is to become familiar with the front and the back of them. So on the first day, all you're going to do is on this page, you're going to circle or just touch the front of pennies. And then you're going to circle or touch the back of pennies. And again, let's talk about how much is a penny worth? 1 cent. And then you're also going to do the same for the nickel, which the nickel's worth 5. You're going to just circle or touch the front and the back of a nickel. That's your goal for Tuesday. On Wednesday, you're just going to do the same thing for dimes and quarters. You're going to circle the front and back of dimes. So that would be 2 pages. And the front and back of quarters, just 2 pages. The dime is worth 10 cents. The quarter is worth 25. On Thursday, we're going to do something a little bit different. Sorry, let me grab my next pile. When we're counting coins, there are patterns for each coin that will help us learn how to count them easier. So the patterns for a penny is, since a penny is worth 1, it just goes up by 1 each time. So the pattern would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so forth. So if you had 4 pennies, you would count 1, 2, 3, 4, and you would have 4 cents, 4 pennies. The next one is nickels. And like we said, a nickel's worth 5 cents. So that pattern is going to be counting by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, and so forth. I want you guys to practice multiple times today, counting to 60. Actually, let's go up to 100. I'll challenge you. Count up to 100, counting by 5s, which would be the same as counting by nickels. Dimes, right down here, since a dime is worth 10, you're counting by 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I want you to practice that going all the way up to 100 today as well. Try to practice it 2 or 3 times. The better we are at counting by these numbers, the faster we'll be able to count money when we have the change in front of us. And then finally we have quarters. Those are by 25s. This will be a little bit harder for you, but the more you practice it, it'll just get stuck in your head. So that is 25, 50, 75, 100. 100 is the same as $1. So if you had 4 quarters, you'd have 25, 50, 75, $1. So on Thursday, I want you to practice multiple times a day, counting the patterns in the coins. And then I want you to answer these questions right here. If you need help, ask your parent or your sibling or anybody in your house to answer the questions. And when you're done, what I want you to do is write these down either on this, if you're able to print it out, or on a piece of paper. And when you're done, either type me your answers in the assignment section or send me a picture so I know what you're learning and how you're doing. But the questions are, what do you notice about the pattern for counting pennies? What 2 numbers do all the nickel pattern numbers end in? So if you go back to your page, then all the nickels, they either end in a 5 or a 0. What number do all the dime pattern numbers end in? Go back to our sheet, we'll look at dime. They all end in zeros. And then what 2 numbers do all the quarter patterns end in? Go to the quarters, they all end in 5 or 0. So helping us find patterns will help us learn it quicker. On Thursday, I also want you to do this page, counting coins with patterns. So you're just going to do what we did before, but you're going to write it yourself. So you would write 1, 2, 3, and so forth. Then the nickels, which is 5, you're going to count by 5s, 5, 10, 15, and so on. And you can go back to that other page to help you if you need help. Do the same with dimes, counting by 10s, 10, 20, 30, excuse me, and quarters, 25, 50, and so forth. And finally on Thursday, I'm going to do this page as well. It says counting pennies. Counting pennies is just like counting by ones. Practice counting the pennies on the following questions. So what you're going to do is on each number, count how many pennies there are and write it in the blank. And that's your homework for Thursday, as well as working on IXL or a money website. And finally on Friday, we're going to finish the rest of these papers. This is the same as the pennies. You're going to count by nickels. So on each one, you're going to tell me how many cents there are of nickels. And you're going to do the same for dimes and quarters. And the last page I want you to do on Friday is sorry, I'm counting. I have 2 more things for Friday, excuse me. I want you to, it says 100 pennies make $1. Can you circle how many pennies you would need to make $1? So I'm going to help you. $1 is the same as 100. So if you need to get to 100 counting by ones, you're going to need 100 pennies. So you're going to have to circle 100 pennies, and that sounds like a lot, doesn't it? That's because it's a lot of pennies to make $1. And then you're going to do the same for nickels. You're going to count to 100 using nickels. So you're going to count by 5s, 5, 10, 15, and for every 5 you count, I want you to circle until you get to 100. And that is all the coins we're going to do this week. What I'm also going to do for you guys is on the assignment page, I'm going to post a link for some YouTube songs that help you learn the money and the coins and their values. And hopefully they'll be catchy and stick in your head so that'll help you learn that even more. So please call me or send me an email, you and your parents together. If you have any questions or you need help, I am here. I'm happy to help you. Like I said, we're all learning this together. So let me know if this didn't help or if it helped, and we'll improvise and make adjustments for next week. So good luck with your coins, and I'll see you next week with more coins. Thanks.